Hi guys, so this week I'm super excited because I am taking on a project that I have wanted to do for so long, which is my kitchen. Okay, so here's the kitchen. So from far away, it might not look so bad. When you get up close, you can see that the cabinets are actually in like such bad condition. And it's hard to see, but like even the painting job was like a rush, horrible job. And then these countertops, like I just can't. The backsplash, I love the backsplash. That will not be changing. And then the floor as well is in like really terrible condition, like really terrible. The cabinets are in horrible condition. You can see here, I've washed these. I thoroughly went through and washed them, like they are in horrible condition. And this is like stained. So everything really needs, like really needs attention. The good thing is that I have this kind of movable piece. So I can try everything out on this and make sure I like it before I actually take anything that's permanently in there. So I ordered some cabinet pulls. So I have some new cabinet pulls, but I didn't do all of them, just like as a decorative accent. Got like birdies. So today is wood fill, removing the, filling the holes, removing the hardware. So I think what I'm going to do is just keep the bottom holes, but I'm not going to do every single one. I only have, I think, 8 of those. Then I have a couple other little decorative ones, so I'm going to take these out and I'm going to fill them with wood fill. Today is day 2 of painting the cupboards, and you can see the color difference and also like what state of disrepair these were in. So it's taking about 2-ish coats to really get them covered, but the difference is awesome. It's hard to see because obviously there's a shadow, but it just looks like cleaner and brighter and whiter. So even though this is like so much work, an ton of work, it's looking really good, so that's getting me really excited. Hey guys, so it's day 3 and I finally made my way up to the uppers, but I thought I would talk a little bit about how I'm even affording to do this, because really, like right now, a kitchen rental's not really in the budget, which is why I'm doing it this way. So I got this paint. It's Sherwin-Williams Color to Go. And I actually got it off garage sale, and I actually got it for $10, and I got 4 of those. These are extra white, one is cloud white, which is not the right color, but the lowers took 1 of these, so I have 1 and probably a half, because 2 were full, 1 was like half full. So I have enough to do it, and then the cloud white I'll just use for another project. So that's how I was able to even afford to do this. So basically I'm redoing these cupboards. The paint is costing me $10 plus I have another project out of it. I've gotten some new pulls. I ordered them from China, and then I was going to use a mix of old and new, but I think I'm actually going to grab a couple pulls probably from Winners, just to I'll pay the $10 or whatever to get 4 new pulls that will go well with it, just so that I'm not disappointed with how it ends up. But yeah, I get a lot of home renovation material off of garage sale actually, and it's a good way if it's like a white or something like that, you know you're going to use it. It's a great way to do it. and it actually made this project super cheap. Hey guys, so the cabinets have been painted and they have been put back up with, the uppers have new hardware, the lowers have the same hardware, and I've done just an organization of the cupboards because you might as well. So I painted this and then I really effed it up. It was perfect, and then there was like a little speck and I tried to fix it and I wrecked it. So what I decided, because I tried sanding it, it just didn't work, is I got this. So I decided to do a texture look on it because this is heat paint, even though it doesn't get super hot. So I have a layer of heat paint. So I figured now I'm gonna do a decorative layer and see how that comes out. So cross your fingers for me. And now I'm moving on to super scary, painting the fridge. So what I got was, I got the appliance epoxy, and then I got, to make it a chalk paint, which is gonna be crazy. Originally I was gonna get pink because we have like, we have this pink and I thought it would bring it out, but then I also thought a painted fridge is gonna freak my husband out enough, so if I made it pink he might lose his mind. I'm also considering the dishwasher. I looked at this and it did say, not if it gets hot, but the dishwasher doesn't really get hot. I mean, it gets a little warm and it looks so bad. Like it can't look any worse, so I'm debating. I'm really nervous about this one because obviously I effed up the range hood, but the first swipe of the range hood was good, so I think I'm gonna give it a go. I mean, worst comes to worst, new appliances. Okay, so I've let it dry for 2 hours now, and I'm so flippin' nervous about this part because I just don't want to mess up the fridge. Dishwasher I don't have as much love for. The other thing you should know is, like, this is my floor. I'm painting the floor so it doesn't matter, but if you're gonna do this, I don't know, they said on the thing to do it outside, but I mean, I'm not lifting a fridge outside, so I just would have the door open, I'm downstairs, no kids are home. That's how I've done it, but oh my god, wish me luck. So yeah, like it was going crazy, so I kind of used a hand roller a little bit to smooth it out. And then also like, I wouldn't have had enough to do the fridge, and my husband would have like freaking lost it if I wrecked the fridge with the dishwasher. Like, we don't really love this dishwasher, although it does look okay. So I put stuff on. It was like too much, it was going crazy, so now I've rolled it out smooth. So now I'm gonna try to apply just a little bit more and see if I can save it. Okay guys, so I just finished. This was almost a flippin' disaster. Oh, it looks bad in this light. That's a cord. That's not a ripple in it. Yeah, it's hard because it's got stuff on the floor. You can see how that's just stuff on the floor. It is pretty smooth. The trick to this is a foam roller. I got a little mini one like these guys, and I just smoothed it all out. Like, I don't know, the lighting is so grim in here and it makes it look so crazy. But I don't know, it makes me think I could take on the fridge. The fridge lighting looks horrible. It looks like there's shadows on it, which there aren't. Maybe there are. This makes me want to do the pink fridge. Guys, I just don't even know, because you definitely, like, you have to roll it smooth. I don't even know how you would do it without a roller. Like, without a roller, you would get this effect. Like, how I messed up this. With a roller, I got it smooth and it's covered. I might have broken my dishwasher because I definitely like, and I would also say, obviously you don't have any dishes in your dishwasher. Obviously also, like, how much do you love your dishwasher? I'm not attached to this dishwasher. It works okay. Like, I'd like to keep it, but is it my favorite thing in the house? No. If I break it, would it be the end of the world? No. The fridge, on the other hand, well, I'm taking much less of a risk. I just feel like if I had what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show my husband the dishwasher, and I'm gonna ask him about the fridge, which I know he'll be like, leave it, why? white. I'm definitely not gonna tell me I'm gonna do it pink. It just looks so clean. Right now it looks so clean. It was like beige, which dated it, but imagine if it was pink. It'd be amazing. All right, so here we are so far, like, and also like, again, the floor is wrecked, but I'm painting it tomorrow, so no big deal. Below the love, human race. Tomorrow we will be a star. So today I am concentrating on doing the contact paper cover on the countertop. So the reason I like working with contact paper is because there's a grid on the opposite side, so I feel like it's easier to cut straight lines. Unfortunately, like having this kind of backsplash makes it so that I'm gonna have to go through with an X-Acto knife. The biggest thing about doing this is your counter has to be really, really, really clean. Like, I would vacuum the counter if you have an attachment, because any crumb will get caught underneath your contact paper, although it is pretty easily repositionable. So you can see here, doing a seam. Seams are kind of tricky. You want to try to match the pattern as close as possible, but of course, like, it's not a continuous pattern, it's not perfect. But at the same time, like when you look at it from far away, you know what I mean? It looks so much better that it is going to make a big impact, I think. Another benefit of the contact paper is, okay, so now I have this weird, like, little bit over here. I can use my contact paper. Basically, it has a built-in ruler. I can see that this is the size of the strip I need. So now I have a guide. I can cut out this or use that as a guide to know how much contact paper I need to cover it up. What I've found is that if there's an odd shape like here, put a patch underneath and then cover on top, and then it's less noticeable. Like that's what I've done here. And it's much less noticeable than just a patch on top. It's not going to be perfect, but this is like my temporary fix until I can afford to actually like gut my kitchen in a few years' time. So, I mean, I'm going to focus on the positives about how much better it looks rather than like this little patch. Like, you know what I mean? Just focus on overall, it's nice and white bright. Who we are, who we are. Okay, so I got these sponge cloths lined up to catch any drips, but because I do have like these little gaps, I don't mind like a little bit of white going on there. I just don't want it on the countertops. So I'm just gonna try do a little test patch and see how it goes first, I think. I have this really gross old measuring cup, and then when I started painting, I had that one odd color of white, so that's what I'm going to use. So we're still going into the 10 bucks. Extra white, no, it's cloud white. I have lots of it. I don't know how much I'm going to need. So I'm going to do equal parts, so probably about a cup of paint and a cup of water. Mix it up, put it on the sponge or with the brush and see how it goes. Okay, this paint is like super thin, which I watch a lot of tutorials on how to do this. And it makes sense because they say to have a sponge, but tutorials I saw, the paint did not seem this thin, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, okay. No, that does seem about right. Alright, I'm gonna give this a go. Hey guys, so here is pretty much the finished kitchen, except as my husband pointed out when he came home, I forgot to paint one spot, so I have to touch that up. So now I'm moving on to the floor, which is disgusting. Like, it's really bad. Like, I didn't even bother to like tarp it off or anything when I was painting because I knew I was going to paint it. So what I've done is I've swept the floor, I vacuumed the floor, and I washed the floor with steam up, and I hand scrubbed the bad parts. So it's as clean as it's going to get. I've taped off the baseboards, and I've moved the fridge, even though like the fridge lives where the fridge lives. Might as well, whatever. Do it once, do it right. Even though this is more like a temporary reno when we're gonna probably gut the kitchen in a couple years, I still want to do it so it looks nice. So I got this as a pre-mixed paint from Walmart, which I thought this is a nice kind of neutral color that I like. So I thought it was like 20 bucks, and I thought I'll save like, you know, almost half by going with the pre-mixed color. So I've got that, got my coffee, I've got some cashews, I'm ready to go. So, got one coat down. I did this by, I cut in all the edges and then I rolled my way out of the room. You can see that a lot of the grout lines didn't get caught, but I really wanted to make sure that I did a thin layer so it can dry quickly, and then I can go ahead and put in another layer before I do any stenciling. And I'm hoping that this will be dry by the time the kids come home from school. Otherwise, it'll be pizza for dinner. The sun comes up and there we are. So today I'm doing the stenciling. So what I'm doing is I just got this stencil from the dollar store that I thought was kind of cute. And I'm going around and I'm doing an up-down pattern. And then I've got like a little palette for my paint as I go. And then I also have the floor color, and as I go, make a mistake, covering it up. Because, and also if I see any imperfections in the tiles as I go, like a little discoloration, covering it up. So, so that I know that it will be, I don't have to come back and try to do it and smudge these, but yeah, I'm happy with how it's looking. I did alternating up and down just to give it kind of a more interesting effect, make it look a little cooler. And I'm not like measuring or anything, I'm eyeballing it because like life is too short and these tiles, there's too many to be crazy about it. I think it's whimsical and it looks cute anyway. So I'm finally ready for the last step, which is sealing. So I have barricaded off the kitchen and I have this. So this is basically supposed to be for outside, a top coat if you do an effect on your stairs. And I did get this off garage sale for 10 bucks with the first step, but the first step was brown and I decided against it. So anyways, I think this would seal the floor. The worst part about this whole thing is trying to keep the floor actually clean enough to seal it with like 3 kids, a dog and a cat. They keep trashing it, I keep cleaning it. So their kids are going to bed, the dog is barricaded out, and I'm gonna try to do it. So apparently just put it on with a roller and then wait like 4 to 6 hours and then you do another coat. So I'm gonna put it on, sneaky, get out. I'm gonna put it on and then I'm gonna go to bed. Like I'm gonna put it on, I'm gonna keep it like the side door open for a few hours and then I'm gonna go to bed and then I'll do another coat in the morning. So hopefully this works. Tomorrow we will be a star. The sun comes up. Hey guys, so here is the completed kitchen. It's been done for about a week. Even like my little coffee center, although I need to move this sign over, well my husband needs to do it. And then I have a letterboard sign that's eventually going to go up there, which I'm really excited about. I've ordered that. Here is the fridge. It's holding up well. The paint's not coming off of it. I did wax it. And then same with the dishwasher. The worst part of this whole reno by far was the floor. The floor is holding up okay. So the worst part about this floor was trying to keep it clean in between painting and coats, and then the sealant that I put on it. I have a dog, I have 3 kids, I have a cat, and a husband, so trying to keep this clean was like next to impossible, and even like vacuuming the floor, washing it by hand, and everything else like that. There's like fur in the air just because I have cats, so that was a nightmare. I put 4 coats on this, and then I noticed that the paint was coming up in one area, and it's because the dog food bowl, this paint splash was from like, there was a paint incident, but the dog food bowl, there was water getting on the floor which is wrecking it, so I put it on a rubberized mat. It seems okay now. I am going to put a couple more coats of the sealant on it, and I have gone through and painted over little chips, and now I'm going to go ahead and do like probably another 4 coats of sealant on it. And then the other thing is that I'm never going to steam clean this. I usually steam clean because it's like such a cheap and good way to clean, but I found this little beauty at the dollar store, and you can use your own cleaner in it, and it has reusable cloths. So this is what I'm going to need to use on this kitchen from now on to get it clean. I can never, if I was to steam it, I think the paint would come all the way up. So I mean, the floor was a nightmare, but tiling is a flippin' nightmare. So painting it was less of a nightmare than tiling it would have been, and it was much, much cheaper. So I wanted to break down the cost for you guys. So this contact paper is $9.99 a roll, and I ended up needing 2 rolls because I ran out like here. Like I needed like 1 more piece, but it's good though, because if you like, say you were to get like a cut in or something, you could just take off this 1 piece and replace it easily. And I have actually done that because I had like a paint can on it, it left a ring, I couldn't get it off, so I just took it off and replaced it. So I mean, I would suggest even buying like an extra roll just to have it to, like I have a roll with extra underneath my sink just in case anything happens to replace it out. So it was about 20 bucks for the countertop. The paint for this, I got 4 cans off of garage sale. It was 2 full, 1 half full, and then 1 was a different color. So that was $10. The off color is the color that I used to whitewash, which I still have lots left, and I also used to do the decal was with the extra paint. So that was $10. The birds were probably about $25. I ordered them off of like one of those Chinese sites. So that was about $25. These 2 I got at the Home Depot. They were about $12 for both. This, which I actually am so glad that the black didn't work out because I actually love the stone. It was about $10 give or take for that. And then I used the back of the contact paper as the drop sheets whenever, because I had so much of it, I would always use that. So that was about 10 bucks. And then the epoxy paint, which was specifically for the appliances, it was about $10 or $12. And then the chalk paint is it's maybe about $30, but the amount I had, I'm gonna do extra projects with it because it barely, I mean, maybe I used half a can on both of those, so we'll call that $15. The paint for the floor, it was a pre-mixed color that I got at Walmart, so it was about $19.88. The decal I got from the dollar store, it was about $1.50. And then like things like paintbrushes and things like that. Yeah, I don't think I spent money anywhere else. So basically this kitchen came in, I'd say $150, just to be generous, but it just really goes to show you what you can do on a small budget. I mean, and I would be happy to leave this kitchen for a while. Like I'm so happy with it, and I hated it so much before. But yeah, like really for a very little amount of money and a lot of hard work, you really can make a big difference. And that's really what I want to express, rather than ripping all this out and leaving it in a landfill. It's still functional. So, you know, just like small changes, and I'm happy to keep this, you know, still kind of ugly, but it's much better looking dishwasher, and I'm really loving the fridge. it works well. It was just old and ugly. So like little changes really make a huge difference, and that's like the biggest takeaway of the project. Don't look at how ugly that filter is. I still need to wash it. All right, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this kitchen makeover. I definitely still have lots more projects like this to come, so please like and subscribe.